Hey guys, it's BK back here again with another movie review for you guys today. And for this video, I'm going to review Suicide Squad. So Suicide Squad is directed by David Ayer and stars Margot Robbie, Will Smith, Viola Davis, Ben Affleck, and many other people. It's about a group of supervillains who are hired by the government to save the world from an apocalyptic threat. And when I first heard about this movie, I was actually very excited for it. But then, when I watched it, the first time I watched it, I really enjoyed it, but not so much now, actually. It's like the more I watch this movie, the worse it just gets for me. Like when the trailers first came out, it was kind of like around the time I was like really getting more into movies. Like I thought it was gonna be like one of the best DC movies ever made. Like I thought it was gonna be the best DC Extended Universe movie, but boy was I wrong. But let's just talk about the positives first. Some of the acting performances, they were incredible. Like Margot Robbie, Will Smith, Viola Davis, Ben Affleck, even though he was only in for 5 minutes or so. And even Jai Courtney. I know Jai Courtney does a lot of really shitty movies. But in this movie, he was actually good. I'll admit it. But I think Margot Robbie and Will Smith were the best parts of this movie, like by far. Like their performance and their characters, like Harley Quinn and Deadshot, just amazing. Like definitely the best, probably some of the best characters in this movie, besides like Viola Davis' character and like of course like Bruce Wayne. Harley Quinn and Deadshot, they were like I said, amazing. They had great introductions at the very beginning of the movie. Like it was not too quick. It was a well edited, definitely well edited. But we'll talk about the editing soon though. I like how their intros weren't too quick like some of the other characters. I think they had the best intros in this entire movie. And I also like the soundtrack to this movie as well. I know some people complained that the song selections were not the best, but honestly I love the song selections. They had some of the best songs in this movie. Like you got Paranoid from Black Sabbath, Without Me from Eminem, and Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival. And then, and of course, at the very end, you had Heathens by 21 Pilots playing, and that's I think definitely one of their best songs, and definitely probably the best song in this movie. And it's like they fit well with certain scenes as well, and you even have Bohemian Rhapsody playing just before the end credits, and I liked how the song fit in really well with the characters like back in prison. I really liked it. And those are my positives of the movie, and now let's get to the negatives. Wah, wah, wah. The characters in this movie they are so bland, very useless, very underdeveloped, honestly. Let's say I was so excited for this movie, honestly, because I wanted to see new characters in the DC universe and in a DC film. Boy, did they ever disappoint me. I mean maybe the first time I watched it, I found somewhat amusing, but now not so much. Like it's like they don't really do anything really. They're just kind of there. They just don't really have anything interesting to say or do throughout the movie. And like even Joker, I think was probably one of the weakest out of all of them. I did not like Jared Leto as the Joker at all. I think he was completely miscasted. He did not feel like a Joker to me. Like it didn't even look like Joker at all. He looked like a pimp wearing white makeup and covered with tattoos. And like just my least favorite portrayal of the Joker. Like obviously Heath Ledger is my favorite. Like we'll never get a Joker just as good as Heath Ledger or Jack Nicholson. And he's only in the movie for like 10 minutes. It's like when you watch the trailer for this movie, like he's really in like almost the entire trailer, and they have you thinking, oh, he's gonna have a big part. No, he doesn't. He's in the movie for 10 minutes, 10 fucking minutes. Maybe like if they have Joker come back for James Gunn's reboot or sequel, whatever the hell it is, maybe he'll have a bigger role if they ever put the Joker in it, and maybe have maybe a better actor playing him. I'd probably be happy, but I just did not care for this portrayal of Joker. And the main villain in this movie, Enchantress, played by Cara Delevingne, just awful. She's definitely one of the worst villains in the DC Extended Universe. It's like there was no character development. She was just there. Like there was like really nothing to her. Like just no character motivation or whatever, you know. Just a very boring villain. Like definitely my least favorite out of all the DC Extended Universe movies so far. And it follows pretty much a similar plot to Guardians of the Galaxy, really. And it's like It's like that's the problem with the DC extended universe. They're literally trying to compete with the MCU movies, and they're never gonna, like, none of these movies are gonna be as good as any of the Marvel movies. And yeah, like I mentioned, James Gunn is directing the sequel reboot, whatever the fuck it is, the Suicide Squad, and he also did Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'm sure everybody knows that. It's like, because like with Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a group of criminals trying to save the world. In this one, Suicide Squad, a group of criminals trying to save the world. Really, it's just a similar plot, and they both had great soundtracks as well. And Guardians of the Galaxy is a movie I love as well. It's like this one in Suicide Squad. It's literally the same concept, like, almost the same characters, and of course like the soundtrack. Like I mentioned, like, they have a great upbeat soundtracks, like songs that fit in well with certain scenes, you know. And the storyline is just another problem with this movie. It's like, it's so messy, like with all its subplots and like flashback scenes. It's just a very, very convoluted movie, which is kind of like attributed to the writing, because like really this movie was just rushed completely. It's like David Ayer, I believe he wrote the script as well. Like he directed this movie as well, and really he wrote the script in, I don't know, 6 weeks or something, and like it was like a very short time for him to write a script. Like it should take maybe a little longer, I feel like, because like I said, like, it was a very rushed movie, and like the whole bunch, and there's a whole lot of reshoots done as well. Like for example, like the scene with Harley Quinn fighting those like rock monster people in the elevator, like I'm pretty sure that was a reshoot as well. And then there were like quite a few other scenes that were reshot as well. And really mainly what the whole movie is it's just mainly them walking around, and for like most of the movie, and then like 1 minute later they're fighting people, and then like a second later they're walking around again. And it's like, and the action scenes are just too quick. Like they're not that exciting, honestly. It's like they're just only fighting people for like, I don't know, like a minute or so, like I mentioned earlier, and then of course they just go back to walking around the city. Like it was just all the things I can say about Suicide Squad. It's the worst written DC Extended Universe movie. That's all I can really say at the moment. And now another really big problem with the movie was the editing. It was so choppy. It was just too many like really like quick shots. Like in a way, it reminds me of a Michael Bay movie, sorta. Like just the way his movies are edited. Like a lot of Michael Bay's movies are edited poorly. And I'll just have you sitting there just thinking like, what the hell is going on here? But with Michael Bay movies, his has a lot of shaky cam, just really bad CGI. And this one doesn't really have a lot of, the Suicide Squad doesn't really have a lot of shaky cam, and like, so I mean maybe sometimes it has like bad CGI, but not like a lot. It's like the editors were just not doing a very good job of this movie. But here are my final thoughts with Suicide Squad. It is a meh movie. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just a meh movie. But anyways, guys, this is my review for Suicide Squad, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.